gentlemen, distinguished guests, we see here Pak Bob, Pak Sudar, Bu Megan, Pak Yosef, Mbak Bella, Mas Suco, Pak Ariel, and all participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning for those in Indonesia and good evening for those in the US. Since in representing the government and I wear a bit of formal outfit, but the background is the wall my hotel, so is a bit mix between formal and informal. I would like a bigger smile stick with a pantun just like Yosef. In the land of beauty and different colors, we gather to explore Indonesian trials. Welcome to this conference scholarly field, where we discuss problems and dilemmas we meet. On behalf of the chairman of the National Research and Innovation Agency Badan Riset dan Inovasi Nasional, Bapak Laksana Triharnindoko, it is my great honor and privilege to stand before you today to welcome you to the third annual conference on Indonesian study with the time. The promise and dilemmas of Indonesian assume that explorate the multi-part and cure of our national journey. On behalf of BR and again, I extend a warm welcome to all our excellent participants, scholars and experts who have gathered here from various universities, research institute and agencies, including some participants I see here from Bern. This conference serves as a vital platform for us to come together and delve deep into the intricate tapestry of Indonesian promise and dilemmas. It is an opportune moment to reflect upon the immense potential and challenge faced by our nation. As we navigate the complex landscape of the type of the 21-state country, Indonesia, a vibrant archipelago of more than 17 in its line, more the local language, more than local believing is a national farming with a rich cultural differences, a deep history in a different range of resources. However, we also recognize that our beloved country has a multifaceted dilemmas that demand of urgent attention, collaboration, and innovative solutions.
Therefore, we are hoping that during the conference you can reflect upon Indonesia's successes, discontent, and ongoing effort to navigate the complexities of civic, legal, and cultural living. We must do so against the backdrop of internal factors and frictions, as well as the significant global and regional profile and positionality that the nation holds. Reflecting on Indonesian successes, we cannot help but marvel at the tremendous progress of our nation has made over the years. From our democratic transition to our robust economic growth, Indonesia has emerged as a vibrant and resilient nation. We have witnessed advancement in various sectors including education, healthcare, infrastructure, and technology. If we see the development of our country in the last 20 years and compare it with neighboring countries, we can only proud of ourselves. Despite some sporadic discrimination and social discontents, our cultural diversity has become a source of strength, fostering social cohesion and unity amidst our difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share here a few notes on the development of BRIN and our effort to strengthen the ecosystem of research and innovation in the country. During the first 2 years since its establishment on 28 April 2021, BRIN has successfully completed the integration of human resources from all research agencies including BPPT, BAPAN, LAPAN, and LIPI, and then the Ministry of Research and Technology, and more than 40 research units in various ministries and other government institutions into one umbrella, BRIN. Within 2 years, this agency has completed its structure, consists of 7 deputies and 12 institutes of research organization. It has also introduced various themes of research funding, provided some mechanisms for research mobility, good research infrastructure, and both research machines and technologies that we could not afford to do that before. It has started to deregulate various hurdles for research permits, created regulation to make research and collaboration easier and faster, and facilitated and connecting with industry. If we go to our campuses in Karangsambung, Gunung Kidul, Cibinong, Subang, and other places, we can see a new phase of innovation sciences. We have developed nuclear technology for medical and industry purpose in Pasar Jumat that can be used by Indonesian hospital. We have both machines for carbon and fossil dating, and no need to send our specimen to Australia or New Zealand. We have also new technology for genome sequencing, which costs millions US dollars. Now we have our garden by the bay in Cibinong that rich Indonesian biodiversity.
One thing that defied public expectation is that although politics was dominant in early birth in BRIN early stage, as indicates for instance by the appointment of Megawati Soekarno Putri, the chairman of Indonesian Democratic Party of Israel, as the head of the supervisory body of agency, and also the involvement of a certain party was widely assumed would interfere the direction of research. Politics, in fact, did not interfere research development at free. BRIN does not have political color. We are not red, yellow, green, blue, only or any other color. We are red and white, representing the color of our national flag. Even we do not have features to fit politicians, I would like to underline here BRIN is not an extension of any mass organization of political parties and certain oligarchy. We are working only for the development of science and innovation. Hopefully we can still move forward next year after 2024 elections. Ladies and gentlemen, as we examine Indonesia's success, we must also confront all discontents and the challenge that persists. Our journey toward progress is not without hurdle. We grab all this economic inequality, social exclusion, environmental degradation, and political complexities. We are acknowledge the need to address these dilemmas head on on to ensure and promise of oppressed and inclusive Indonesia are realized by all. In this context, Indonesia has engaged in a continuous process of rebooking, reinterpreting, and negotiating various aspects of civic, legal, and cultural living. We have sought to strike an delicate balance between tradition and modernity, between local and global influence, between harmony and religious freedom, and between democracy and economic development. Our dynamic society embraces change while honoring our rich heritage and tradition. This ongoing negotiation allows us to navigate the complexities of our national identity, fostering a sense of belonging and shared destiny. Moreover, Indonesia's internal factors and frictions serve as a reminder of the diverse perspectives and interests that shape our nation. Recognize the importance of open dialogue, constructive debates, and collaborative efforts to address this internal challenge. By acknowledging our difference and engaging in a respectful discourse, we can build a more inclusive society that harnesses the strength of our diversity. As we reflect on Indonesia's internal dynamic, we also recognize our important profile and position in the global and Asia-Pacific regions. Our vast archipelago and strategic geographical location make us a key player in the regional and global affairs. Our partnership, collaboration, and engagement with neighboring countries and international communities are crucial in addressing common challenges and seizing opportunities for mutual praise. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here not only to highlight the promise and dilemmas, but also foster a spirit of exploration, dialogue, and partnership. The world is evolving at the unprecedented pace, and as we navigate the wave of globalization and technological advancements, it becomes increasingly essential for us to collectively tackle the challenges that lie ahead by gathering brilliant minds and fostering collaboration between academia and government. We aim to propel Indonesia forward on the path on sustainable development, progress, and prosperity. Throughout this conference, the organizer has courage and exceptional lineup of esteemed speakers and experts who will highlight and various aspects of Indonesia's promise and dilemmas. As we can see from the program, the organizer has meticulously designed a series of keynote addresses, panel discussions, and workshops that will delve into critical sense such as kebangsaan in its diverse and competing meaning are that in law, gender, and race, and environment and climate change, business, politics, and religion, and Indonesia place in the world. We will draw upon the wisdom and insight of scholars and as experts who have dedicated their lives to the study of Indonesia. We will explore the intricate tapestry of this nation, unraveling its complexities, and identifying pathways to a more inclusive, sustainable, and prosperous future. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to each and every one of you. I am confident that this conference will be an enlightening and enriching experience for all, leaving us inspired, motivated, and equipped with knowledge and determination to shape the future of Indonesia. Just like I begin with pantun, I will close this speech also with pantun. With the spirit of curiosity we involve, the shape Indonesia future leaving a remarkable mark. Let this conference be a transformative space with promise where promises are embraced, dilemmas defects. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to all those persons distinguished and welcome. Thank you, and let the conference begin with mind open. Let the scholarly journey therein. Let's begin with Bismillah. Thank you very much.